River Plate Stadium in Buenos Aires, Argentina on June 25, 1978 became a virtual national shrine. The finals of the World Cup. An explosion of nationalistic fervor. Argentina had won the World Cup. Across town, a different kind of athletic shrine. Boxing, Luna Park Stadium. A beehive of boxing activity through the years. A place where champions are produced. Argentina has produced 8 of them, including that one, middleweight champion Carlos Monzon, and that one, WBA light heavyweight champion Victor Galindez. He won his title in 1974, the first Argentine ever to win that title in his homeland, when he beat Len Hutchins of America with a brawling non-stop attack. And then in Madison Square Garden against Jorge Ahumada, watch for the left hook. Tremendous power. And so Galindez had retained his title. But what a price he paid for those victories. He's prone to cuts. And fighting Cates in Johannesburg, South Africa, the heads butted right there. A terrible gash over Galindez's eye. It almost cost him his crown. The fight stopped for 4 minutes. But then Galindez was allowed to continue. The net result in round 15 was this. Cates demolished again with a left hook. But he learned from that fight, he says. He became a cautious fighter, a counter-puncher, a different style. A different style that he showed against Gregory in Turin, Italy. And you can see the changed style there. Boxing people say he's in decline, washed up. He says no. He says we'll see the early Galindez tonight.
Estoy trabajando sobre eso y todos los americanos van a ver al boxeo que a ellos les gusta, ¿no es cierto? Un fighter, un hombre peleador, un hombre que va a la guerra. A eso los americanos les gusta mucho.
A man prepared to go to war. As I said, some think he's in decline, like Ali. But his training program is one of the most grueling and varied I have ever seen. Every exercise with a specific purpose, planned by a professor of physical culture, a man named Russo. He serves as Victor's trainer, even using a soccer ball, as you can see, to work on footwork and ability. Conditioning is the trademark of Argentine fighters. It's what sets them apart. It's what has enabled Galindez to overpower his opponents in the late rounds and keep the title. Campeones del Mundo, champion of the world, unbeaten for 7 years, champion for 4. An awesome record, a string he does not intend to have stopped by Mike Rossman. So he works to rekindle the old fire, to regain the intensity that elevated him to the title. After the workout, Galindez finds a way to relax. He rides his motorcycle through the streets of the city. They call him the Animal, but he is determined and proud to reassert his greatness.
Porque empiezo a trabajar del primer round al último, ¿no es cierto?, hasta que dure la pelea. Y esa es la meta que tengo en este momento del 15 de septiembre. Demostrar al mundo, ¿no es cierto?, que Galindez puede dar mucho más de lo que está dando.
Victor Galindez, aware of the march of time, aware of the man he must beat, and prepared to do it.
60,000 or more combining here in New Orleans, Louisiana tonight to come up with a record gate of possibly somewhere between $4 and $5 million, topping that of the second Tunney Jack Dempsey fight of $2.6 million. A little more of a comparison is the fact that the Super Bowl in January, the live gate was $2.25 million. So, as you look at part of the crowd, and you at home on television had an opportunity to meet the 29-year-old champion, then didn't he look awesome? He's mean, but has he gone back at 29? And can he put up with a 22-year-old who wants that title? Mike Rossman, ranked 6th by the WBA, his first title bout. Here's more about him.
Mike Rossman has had an up-and-down career. He had won 22 straight, then he lost to a fighter named Mike Nixon. This was the return match. And watch Mike Rossman as he scores a spectacular knockout in the 7th round. There it was. as his career took shape. This was Rossman beating up Mike Quarry, May 11, 1977 at the Garden. His victory in that fight in round 6 led to a fight against a tough cookie named Yaki Lopez, who proved much too much for him on March 3rd, 1978. Lopez, incidentally, went on to lose a close decision to Galindez. Rossman went back to the drawing board. His comeback began against Lonnie Bennett, May 24th, 1978 in Philadelphia. This was second-round action, and he floored Lonnie Bennett early in the round. Later in the round, he was giving it to Bennett, and the official went in and stopped the contest. After Bennett, it was Matty Ross, July 15 in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And certainly, Rossman was on the way back. That right did the job. The KO crucial to his career, leading as it did to the situation tonight when the 22-year-old gets a crack at the WBA light heavyweight champion, Victor Galindez.
So you've had a glimpse of Mike Rossman in action. Here is the young man. Mike, you've had an up-and-down career. The fans have seen that. What makes you think at this point you're ready for a toughie like Galindez?
I've been in with a toughie like Lopez already, and has built my confidence up a little bit, even though I lost the fight. Youth against age. Galindez is nearing 30 now, and I'm only 22. Maybe youth will overcome.
Well, that's an interesting theme. You've watched Galindez. In point of fact, his most recent fights have not been impressive, right?
Exactly.
So you think at this point he's ready to be taken?
I think so. I think so.
How will you fight the fight?
Well, it all depends on what he comes out to do with me. I have two plans. If he comes out after me, I'm going to have to stick and move a little bit and counter punch. If he lays back like he has in his last couple of fights, I'm going to have to go to him. The challenger's going to have to make the fight.
He's got a body not too dissimilar from Carlos Monzon, and is quite capable of muscling a man, mauling him, like Monzon. What'll you do if he tries to do that to you?
Well, the only way he can muscle you, if he's inside and you stay inside with him, he'll push you around, uses his head a lot, and elbows. I'm not going to try to stay inside that much unless he's on the move. Then I'll have to worry about that.
Think the fight will end in a knockout?
I couldn't tell you.
Do you think he can be knocked out?
Sure, I think anybody could be knocked out. You know what I mean? He's got bad eyes. Maybe we stop on cuts.
What do you mean he's got bad eyes?
Well, it's got a lot of scar tissue's been cut down through his career. You know what I mean? A lot of cuts.
You'll be working that over.
Oh, exactly.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.